there, musicians. Do you hear that sound? Do you know what instrument that is? Yeah, that's a drum. A timpani, to be exact. How did you know that? Interesting. What about this one? Do you know what that sound is? Cymbals. That's twice you knew what you were hearing without seeing anything. How did you know what you were hearing without seeing the instruments? Get your guided notes ready and let's find out. A timpani and a pair of cymbals. Both are percussion instruments. Do you know what it means for an instrument to be in the percussion family? To be in the percussion family, an instrument has to be hit, shaken, or scraped to make a musical sound. The timpani and cymbals are both percussion instruments that get hit. The timpani has a drum head that is struck with a mallet. The cymbals are made of metal and are hit against each other. But we recognized these instruments before we even saw them, remember? So how did we know we were hearing two different instruments just by their sound alone? We knew the difference because of the instrument's timbre. Whoa. That word does not look the way it is said. Timbre. Say it with me. Timbre. What's timbre? Timbre is an instrument's unique sound quality. Timbre is one of the ways we can tell one instrument's sound from another's. Timbre is how you knew you were hearing two different instruments. Okay, so we knew we were hearing a timpani and cymbals because of their timbre. But why do instruments have different timbres? What causes those unique sound qualities? What do you think? Pause the video and write down your thoughts in your guided notes. All right, let's figure this out. Do instruments have unique timbres because they look different? Sort of. The timpani and the cymbals do look completely different, but some instruments look a lot alike and don't sound the same at all, especially in the percussion family. What causes timbre is more specific than just the appearance of an instrument. Check out these two percussion instruments, the vibraphone and the marimba. They look so similar, but that doesn't mean they will sound the same. Listen to the vibraphone. It has a bright, hard sound. Compare that to the marimba. How is the marimba's sound different from the vibraphone's? I would say it has a darker, rounder sound. It's more mellow. That's so cool. So what causes their different timbres? The vibraphone and marimba look so similar, but look carefully. Do you see any differences that could cause them to have different timbres? Absolutely. They are made with different materials. A vibraphone has metal bars, while a marimba has wooden bars. Instruments can be made from all different types of materials. Wood, metal, and plastic are the most common, but there's also instruments made with seeds and shells, leather, or even paper plates. The type of materials used to build an instrument will change the instrument's timbre in a big way. Plastic instruments usually sound crisp and dull. Metal instruments tend to make a brighter sound. The material matters. So what else makes an instrument have a unique sound? What about how the instrument is played? The vibraphone and the marimba are both played by striking the bars with a mallet. The timpani and cymbals were both hit to make a sound. But remember, percussion instruments are played one of three ways. What were those three ways? Right. They are hit, shaken, or scraped? Well, the way an instrument is played impacts the timbre as much as the materials used to make it. Here are two instruments made with the same material, wood. If the material was the only thing creating the timbre, they would sound the same. But these instruments are played in different ways. The maraca is shaken, and the gyro is scraped. See the ridges on the side? Those ridges are scraped with a small stick. So they are both made from wood, but because they're played in different ways, they don't sound the same. Let's listen to the maracas and the gyro again. Can you think of some ways to describe what each of these instruments sounds like? There's a list of adjectives in your guided notes that you can pick from for each instrument. You can circle your choices or think of your own words to describe what you hear. We'll listen and then pause so you can pick the words you like for the timbre you heard. Ready? Here are the maracas. Choose the timbre words that make sense to you. All set? Here's the gyro. How would you describe that sound? What words did you choose to describe the timbre of the maracas? Maybe rattly, thin, or light. Excellent. What about the gyro? Raspy, rough, zippy, or bumpy are all great choices. Fantastic work today. Next time you listen to some music, ask yourself, what might these instruments be made from? How are they played? And how do those answers create the unique sounds that I hear, the timbres? In our next lesson, we'll continue to explore timbre with another family of instruments, the strings. See you soon, musicians!
Hey, hey.